Okay. Hi there. Hello. Hi. How are you? Happy Sunday fun day night. It is 10:17-ish, 10. I told y'all I go live and I'm a little tiny bit late because I just finished watching. It's a 2-hour long affair. So I paused. She ate something. Hi, Mariah. Hello, baby boo. And I just finished the episode. Hello, Karen. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. And what an episode it was. If you haven't noticed yet, I have no makeup on. I'd like to call that out. I am hella late. I just finished the episode. I was just like, huh, and then ran over here. So, what a great episode. I'm actually going to pull up my docs because I wrote down my notes. You guys, first of all, I love when they end on a cliffhanger, and that's exactly what happened. I don't want to go from back to front, but hello, that Zayed scene, Zayed. Someone's texting me, that's fine. But like hello, he got in that guy's face. What are you looking at? Just tattoos, and then I can look and see what I want. And then she's getting upset. Okay, I'm gonna talk a lot, but I'm gonna start with this scene because obviously I should just say this. This is a live room reaction to tonight's episode of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. So for any reason you're I don't want any spoilers. This is not the time for you. If you are a fan or if you're a subber and you know that I do recaps, hi. If you're here by, just coincidence, hello, I'm Chris Farah. I will be doing an edited recap of this episode. So that'll be on my channel, and those are always fun. But this is just a live reaction. I'll be talking to you guys and we can discuss things. But let's start with the last scene. So the last scene was Rebecca. So, first of all, Rebecca, she, as a little backstory, 47-year-old grandma, has been married before. Her last relationship was with a Moroccan guy who was very controlling. And now she's in a new relationship with a young Tunisian, and his name is Zayed or something like that. I have so many. I'm wearing one of those plushy blankets, and I just washed it, and there's so many dryer sheets stuck to it. Okay, and now she's in Tunisia, where he is. And first of all, he does not look 26. And this episode starts with him taking her to see him play soccer/football, and you're kind of I can't even believe I'm going to watch this man run. Much less play a whole game. Right? He's, but she's there. It's awkward. It's never been comfortable this whole time. It was awkward from moment to moment, but this whole scene's awkward because he doesn't introduce her, and then he awkwardly runs, and then he introduces her, but the dudes are just there's only one guy that speaks English, and then he just asks her how old she is. Zayed's voice, laugh cracks you up. Zayed's voice, is this, again, I said it before, but I love you so much. It's so a cartoon character. I'm a lover. Oh, baby. The smarmiest kind of voiceover. If I had to cast someone for a cheesy alcohol commercial or something, that is his voice. She's so she likes it so much. So anyway, soccer, whatever. He's playing soccer with his bros. There's a whole bunch of random people there, but anyway, this one guy who's the only guy that speaks English, ends up asking her how old she is. And then she just says it. She's 47. And they talk about it in Arabic, and then they she feels awkward about that. And they're and then it's weird because this is what's weird. So this whole episode ends with Zayed getting upset about her showing off her tattoos and in public and showing off her arms. Yet he's the one during the scene that's baby, show off your tattoos. If she's some circus clown. And then she does. She shows off her tattoos, and the guys are oh my God. She's it's a whole sleeve. It was $3,000. I'm $3,000 that would open a Tunisian shop. Of what? I have no idea. A hummus shop, a Lebanese shop. I mean, of Tunisian goods, new soccer balls. I mean, what seems like another hookah place. There's a lot of hookah and shisha places. I'm just saying, or we keep seeing them, like, I mean, is there anything else there? God bless. Was here. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm gonna look back and talk. So everyone that's here, I love Wall so much. She's my fave. You guys know her. She's great. Her channel's hilarious. Lisa's here. Mariah, Estavalia, Slay, Silver Candy, Karina. First time catching ya. Hi, Bill. Hi, Kay. Hey, Scorpio. Tiff. We got him. Glenda, Kay, Karen. You already said hi to Key, Karen, but I love you so much. Kenya. Yeah, Wa's here and she's happening. So, I just got done saying, isn't it weird that, and I hope that you finished watching, that Zayed got mad at Rebecca for showing off her tattoos in public when he basically asked her to do so in public at his like soccer game. Remember, he was like to his friends, he's like, show off your tattoos, and like she does. And then like, right, so that leads to like the like, well, we could open a Tunisia shop for as much as you spent on your arms, whatever, God bless. So then they're always wearing the same thing, which is like tight jeans. And then like when they want to go out, and she's like, I can't wait for him to get drunk so I can see who the real person is. And then this horrible fake, I feel like fake ass fight. 'Cause I cannot believe that you would take her, like that she would take the side she did, which is they're gonna go out and she doesn't understand that she shouldn't show her arms and wear what looks like a satin negligee top. Okay. I don't know what to tell you because this is my personal opinion. I feel like a raging feminist. I am. Like, I'm not a feminist. I am a feminist. It's not that. It's like, yeah, you're in a different country you've never been in. That is a obvious lingerie top. You don't have to wear that. Why is that your outfit choice? You can wear something that has like not that. I mean, like even though she wears her jacket, then yeah, then it's like I'll do it. We'll just get over this fight. I'll wear the jacket. It's fine. And then she's just like, my last guy was really controlling. I just don't want him to be that way. And it's like, why do you keep dating men from conservative countries? Arab men from conservative countries. It seems like quite a type. I don't understand. Was her like white husband, or was her husband before white? Anyway, yeah, the top looks terrible. The top was gross. That was gross. I mean, it's like you don't have to wear that. He's doing you a favor. And that man, to give any fashion advice, is like beyond. And we're telling you that man was right. Don't wear that top. Top is not outside material. But I mean, I feel like she bought that top at the lingerie shop, or she bought like her other business with her daughter. I just, yeah, like, it's like, that's what makes me, and then it's like, what makes me upset is that, like, she's like, I'm a feminist, or I'm not a feminist, but like, I'm gonna stand up for what I want, and like, women should be able to do it. It's like, yeah, of course they should be able to do that, but like, you have chosen to go into your first time, you've never been in Tunisia, this like conservative, and you just like feel like you can wear like a basic lingerie top. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm American, and that was not appropriate. I know that's not appropriate, and I'm younger than her too. I mean, just saying, like, I don't know. I really would like to hear your guys' opinion about that. Wow, I love you so much. Can you believe she wore a hijab for her ex? No, she's not. Yeah, that was the other thing. She like, that's why I feel like they showed this part to like make it seem like why she was being so steadfast about this is because in her last relationship with her Moroccan person, he told her to wear a hijab, just like, God bless Avery. And she did. And it's like, well, that's an extreme too, like unless you're in his country, but like if you're in America and your dudes like wear a hijab and you're like, I'm not Muslim, like that's too much, right? You wouldn't do that. Like as a feminist, I'd be like, yeah, you are you. You're in America, you do you. And I'm not even saying she should wear a hijab in Tunisia. All I'm saying is don't wear a slut top. Of course. Okay, also, let me just say this. You can wear that top with skinny jeans and a heel, and I would in LA, in New York. Honey, in Paris on a hot night. But I know that if you go to a conservative country at night, with women also who also would be uncomfortable with you wearing that. It's not just men, it's like just society. It's just respecting society. Listen, it's like this is not, you also understand that like some countries are the whole versus the individual, is a different relationship. In America, we're like, we're doing us or whatever. But in a lot of countries, the family is the major unit. And like, it's not about like standing out in such a way. It's about understanding like how you make others feel. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm feeling this a different thing. I listen, I don't think her top was the ugliest, and I would wear something like that. I just don't understand why she made it such a thing that she had to wear it there. Yeah, it's just a location thing for me because it's just like, yeah. It doesn't, I don't know, why would you like not know like this is the first time in this country? Just like, yeah. What makes me I am not Muslim, but I feel like I'm surprised in this episode, like some things like this is one thing, but then we'll get to Avery. So maybe we should talk about Avery next. To finish this up, Zayed obviously gets in a fight with like some dude. We'll get into that. So Avery and her mom. Okay, this is another interesting thing. Do people know that practicing Muslims don't drink? I feel like I know that, right? Don't people know that? Practicing Muslims don't drink. That's they don't not supposed to smoke either, but some do, and that's why I think that shisha and hookah is a lot of is prevalent in more in Muslim cultures. Even though as a Christian Arab, I do smoke hookah or whatever, not like in my house, like if I go out to a special place like twice a year. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Muslim, but I am Syrian Lebanese. I understand some Muslim things, like I understand they don't drink. So it makes me upset when Avery's mom's like, "Aren't you going to order something, Avery, alcohol wise?" Like in front of her like husband, like that. That also seems off putting. But before I wanted to bring this up, I wanted to, and I'm going to address this in my edited live. Is that this? I fully understand Avery's mom's Trish's trepidation about having Avery, who's just her daughter, who was a different person 6 months ago, just change everything like a robot and suddenly want to move to a country. Okay, of course she's going to be freaked out about that. I would be. I don't think it's good. I don't think that Avery should do this. I don't even trust Avery. This isn't a long haul. I don't even trust it. Okay. Having said that, there are some things that Avery's mom does that it's just like that is real ignorant. But she's not even as ignorant, I feel, as some of the fans of the show that I have read their comments, and their comments are the ones that are like, she's going to ISIS, become an ISIS bride. Okay. So in my live with Wa and in my edited recap, I was like, oh yeah, Omar's obviously great and a prince and like not obviously in ISIS. And I was like very like hard hitting of that. So I just want to, but I don't want to like have it be a thing where I don't think that her mom should be freaked out. Yeah, I would be too. I don't want to live in Syria. Why but, like, this is what I've been saying. The more important question is, why did Avery just suddenly wanna become Muslim and change her whole life around? What is like, her mom must know the real reason. All they keep hitting at is, like, she used to drink all the time, she used to wear tight clothes, and now she doesn't. But it's like, why? I don't know what to tell you, like, I'm a curious person, I'm an actor. I feel like the psychology is begging the question, why? What is the motivation? What is the objective? Why? Terry. Um, okay, I want to read what you guys are saying. She's trying to get Omar to react. Yeah. She's trying to get Omar to react, of course, and like have Avery, say something. Avery still can't drink. Yeah. To see how everyone's saying the mom is testing the waters to see how Avery reacts. Terry frustrates you because she finds makes sense, but sometimes for the wrong reasons. Yes. Because it's like, listen, you didn't like you get it. Like, yeah, you Avery should be just like right where she is, like learning how to be like the best Avery she can be in America, like with her like people and going off to college and like learning, whatever. Like you just don't suddenly like want to change your whole life unless something's happening or you're really a crazy attention whore. Maybe like with a personality disorder. I mean, or something happened and she doesn't feel like she can express herself, right? That is like what my soul says. And so it's like, get to the bottom of that. That's your daughter. What's happening? This is like, this is the symptom of the underlying disease that your daughter might have. So I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, symptom in the metaphor sense, but just like at the same time, yeah, like in the Muslim culture, you don't drink. Now in Lebanon, that is just so you know, Lebanon is a mixed culture in the sense of it is not a predominantly Muslim culture. It is a Christian. It's the most Christian country of all of the Arab nations. So much so that the government is split. Like we have a judicial, we do like they have like that kind of thing too. You know how we're like we have the checks and balances. They have checks and balances for religion. Their president is always Maronite Catholic. Isn't that interesting? And then their prime minister, okay, I'm gonna get this wrong and I'm so sorry. Of course, I'm a Catholic, so I'm like, that's the one. But then there's a prime minister and there's like a speaker of the house, and then one of them is Shiite and one is Sunni. Just forgot which one it is. But that's their way of like checks and balances. So having said that, you can totally drink in Beirut. You know, that's why wine and all that stuff is on the menu. And that's why she can order Long Island iced tea. It's not a problem at all. I drink in Beirut. But for her to be like to her daughter who's in like full hijab and be like, you gonna get some wine in front of her like fiance is just a little out of touch. It's a little out of touch. But then that's what I'm saying. It seems like you are now in a pattern of being fervently out of touch with what's happening with your daughter. This is like, it's come this far from her being what seems like not in the know of what's happening upstairs. Doris, hello. Colleen, hello. Omar's Ahadi, it's true. He's really lovely. He has such a sweet voice. It's very relaxing. I feel like if Omar wanted to do like a meditation CD for me, I could really hear him like count some sheep. It's very, I don't know, it's just very soft. It's low. So let's see. Okay, so I think So I liked her dress, and he wanted, it was like going back to like the mom versus him. The mom's like, get a tight dress. I feel like the mom was a little like devil on her shoulder, like get a bandage dress. He's like, no, get a nice dress that doesn't show your butt too much, And she's like, I just want it to be sparkly. Anyway, listen, I mean, I don't think she's going to have to tailor that dress. I guess that's the good news if it's going to be a little baggy because she doesn't have time to tailor it anyway. Like they're just going to like zip it up and hope for the best. Avery reminds me of Madonna. She loves the shock value. Like, right? Wall liked her dress too. Did you guys like her middle dress? Okay, so she tried on 3 dresses. So let's judge her dresses. The first dress was like, I'm sorry, I don't have a picture. I'm like, this is a lie. But the first dress was like that purple one, and he liked that one first. It was the first one that he kind of liked. It was like kind of like pinkish purple. Okay, and no one liked that dress, right? No one did. Like he did. But that's it. I don't feel like anyone, but anyway, tell me if you like that dress. I didn't. The middle dress, the second dress was the one that she liked, which was like a silver, like trophy. I mean, she looked good. Like it just like melted. It kind of like gave me like a moment of, in Terminator 2 when like the mercury melts and it's like this like liquid metal. It was like almost just like liquid silver metal down her. And she's like, is this too sexy? And yeah, I mean, it looked hot on her. And he's like, mm-hmm. So then she tries on a beautiful, like white, kind of like a little more white, silverish third dress, which I thought was really beautiful, gave her a waist, and then she liked it, had the sparkle, and then he liked it. What do you guys think? I like the third dress the best, the one she chose. Okay, wow. I love the middle dress, Glenda. She has a nice figure for it. Yeah, she's cute, Hello, greeting from Lima, Peru. Hello, Manu. Hi, thank you for being here. There's 91 people in this room. You guys. Hey, Scotty. My nice hair is at me. I have no makeup on, honey. I'm here. Okay, so by the way, I just got Sephora has a 20% off sale right now, and so I got my Sephora stuff that bought, and I got a sample, and it's Jo Malone's new fragrance, and it's Nectarine Blossom and Honey, and it's London's Covent Garden Early Morning Market. Succulent, sweet, playful. It's really good. Orange blossom for a fresher scent. Wood sage and sea salt for a warmer. Oh God, yes. I think you know what this means. A little perfume, a little song. Thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Sing along now. Thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Boop, 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 boop. You guys, so yeah, if you haven't yet, give this little chat a thumbsy upsies. You can maybe like exit out and give it a video thumbs up, and then we'll come back and we'll talk. So next up, let's talk about Darcy, right? I saw that name. We should get into Darcy. Don't do a Darcy. Okay. So I got to like pretty much, yeah. So Avery is going to dinner. It's fine. So Darcy, honey, this is a transitional episode in the sense of we're seeing her transition from hopeful, full of promise Darcy to the realization of what she is in, which is a very cold, dorky English man's life. So Darcy's drunk the whole episode, almost the whole episode, and drunk, and God, it's bad. And I need to also clarify this. I'm not like Darcy's like fan of fans. I'm not like standing for Darcy like I do Beyonce. You know, other people aren't that way. I just like the fact that Darcy's a character. She's like Angela, a crazy character. And that's why I want to watch her. And yes, she should be on television. And yes, she had a reality show with her sister, Stacy, in 2010. You can watch like this Twin Life or something like that. Darcy deserves to be on television. She surely knows what we want, which is her to be like absolutely ridiculous. And the alcohol is only part of her like charm. She's drunk. Tom doesn't know what to do with her. He's like bringing her down. She's just constantly like almost teetering in the heels. You know, he brings her around the Airbnb. She like can't believe a man got her an Airbnb. She starts to cry. He doesn't know what to do. I love the fact that she's such like a handful, and she's like literally like the size of a could fit in someone's hand. She's literally a handful, and the fact that she is both the size of a person that would be in a hand and also utterly too much for most men. You know what I'm saying? It makes me happy. So anyways, she goes around the Airbnb, and then of course he like shows her like her room, and then he's like, let me show you my room, and of course he's the master. I didn't realize something. For some reason, I thought that he was staying either in his home or in the hotel, and that he just got her an Airbnb, that everything was hers in the Airbnb. So when she got like a smaller room and realized that like she was not going to get the master, I didn't realize it. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't understand what was happening. But then I was like, oh, he's staying in the master. Why is he having an Airbnb then? Where does he live? Oh, is he like in London and he lives in Nottingham and that's different? Why didn't she go to Nottingham then? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Because is this another thing like Lyda and that dude were like, remember how Eric didn't want, remember this? When Eric didn't want Lyda's family to see his like home. And so he like went to a whole different city and was like, got a place there. Is that what's happening? Because he's like, is Tom so poor that like he can't show it off? Having said that, this is not something that I think I'll talk about in the recap, but I want to talk about here, which is on Instagram, something blew up. And you know your girl's going to tell you. So I think Frauded by 90 Day is and maybe Walk and Help Me. Is that the Instagram? I don't have my phone in front of me. But they blew up this thing where they found out that Tom's Instagram was like posting like a bunch of like rich kids of Instagram-esque shots, like with material things, you know, like cars and shit, and like vacations and stuff, and then like did Google searches and found out that like he was just stealing pictures from other people's Instagrams. Yes, Mariah, yes. That is the tea. That is the tea. Is that not crazy? So then he like deletes his whole Instagram and then he starts to like repopulate it with pictures or whatever. But he is like a fraudy McFraud scam artist. Like a English, like uppity, but like poor scam artist. I mean, I feel like I don't want to like economic shame him. I'm not trying to do that, but it's like he was super sketchy on Instagram. And the fact that he like, just like Grand Karina and my friend in a yacht and like, he just like because he was so showy with all of this stuff, I just can't help it. Like I just never liked him. Jesse is laughing so hard he's peeing his pants. He's laughing so hard I'm hearing it from Amsterdam. He's like, oh, Darcy. Like Jesse's like stepdad died from this episode. He's so happy. I would love to hear from Jesse about this. I'm surprised that Jesse, because he was such like a hungry, blah blah blue star fame person. I'm surprised that he doesn't have like, and tell me if I'm wrong, like a YouTube or something where he does talk. Why wouldn't he? I think maybe like he doesn't because he got so much flack for being like fake and like hungry looking for the cameras. Maybe he's like not doing it just out of spite, but still. Because it's like last I heard he was like a personal trainer. Does anyone know what's happening? Jesse laughing so hard his headband fell off. Oh, Colleen. You know what's also ridiculous? Headbands are back in. Have you seen them? They're everywhere. Go into the anthropology. There's literally like racks and racks and racks. They were in New York together. Tom's a hot mess. I love you guys so much. So okay. So the next morning, like he's gonna take her on a river tour of the Times River. And she goes on there, and then Juan and I watched this, and when he said, "Look at the London Eye," Juan and I both thought of the time we did the London Eye together, not nary couple months ago. And then Juan and I from across the Thames, and then Juan and I from across an hour away on the 10 thought of each other in unison. Even though we haven't talked about it, I know it happened because it happened in my head and it happened in hers. The London Eye. Anyway, so did I ever upload a London like travel vlog? God damn it. So okay. Anyway, on this river, we start to realize the breadth of the difference of where they are in this relationship. Because Darcy is like, this is my man / fiance that we have been exclusive and dating for 4 years. That I am out here for him to propose, just like Stacey did. Like when Stacey went out for the first time and he proposed to her. This is where he's going to propose. This is my life. I'm moving to London. It's fancy here. And I'm fancy. My name's Darcy. All right. That's where Darcy was. Tom is in this place. I'm a nerd. I don't like you. I've never took you seriously. This is the second time I've seen you. You were drunk the first time. I want people to think that I've dated lots of women, but like maybe I hooked up with like some old broad 4 weeks ago. But I want you to think I'm not exclusive. But he also is like, we're not fiancés. I'm not going to propose to you. I literally can't stand you. I would have sex with you, but I can't now. Because he's sober. That's the difference. Also cold. Mostly sober. So they're so polar opposites. I think what Jesse had was sometimes Jesse and her weren't sober together. You know what I'm saying? Tom can't afford alcohol. More than like 2 glasses of champagne at any given time. She's so desperate, you're right. Brenda. And just thirsty, it is sometimes hard to watch. It is like, but also it's a weird workshop for me as a single woman. I'm going to be honest because I watch it and I'm like, okay, don't do that. She said something so interesting, which I'm just going to read verbatim because when she said it, I feel like I had an aha moment because I was like, don't do this. Okay. Don't. I mean, she knows she did it and she knew she shouldn't do it. But when she said this, it really just hit home. Okay, she said, I assumed too quick, too soon. I assumed too quick, too soon. That's how Darcy starts to realize how far off they are in their relationship, like ideas. And I'm like, yeah. I don't assume it, and I don't assume as much as she does, and especially the length that she does. But I think that you can't assume anything in any given amount of time with men these days, which is a lesson I have to take. That's like how I view Darcy. I'm like, what not to do and what is the lesson to make sure I'm never as desperate or thirsty or like thinking that I look elegant and I look trashy and kind of slutty, but I think I look rich. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's like the extremes of all those. And that is true. Like I think that as much as I love how fierce she looks, I would never wear it. She looks crazy. Like she's teetering. She can't even walk, like you can't, I mean, as a woman, you have to like be able to like walk confidently. And I think it's another just like weird metaphor for how desperate she is to like be sexy is that she can't even walk comfortably or confidently because she like cares more about 10-inch heels when it's like be happy with yourself first, just get it right and then whatever. And at the same time I get that she's like really tiny, but like you gotta like learn how to like dress elegantly and just like a little effortlessly. That's the only thing like she has not mastered is any sort of like effortless look. An effortless, elegant look. Could you imagine? That's like my like ideal Darcy make under. Why buy if you can't wear them? Law says, yeah. Not bad for Darcy, but I think she loves the attention. Do you think she would give up fame for a serious relationship? She calls herself an actress on her IG. No, I don't think she would. I think at this point she loves it. But at the same time, she still seems authentic on TV in a way that others don't. How does she like get drunk and cry and seem all authentic? Like she does seem like she's in love with Tom for some crazy reason. Is she really that good of an actress? If she is, then keep her on TV, because she's great. Um, Darcy's the woman you love to hate. Yeah, totally. Um, has her age ever been verified? Because I'm older than her, and I like to say I'm 44. Yeah. I don't know. If she. I mean, it's if I go back and look at that scene where she says her age to Stacy, and if we go back thinking that they're actually a little older than that, then that is kind of funny because then you have to like watch Stacy swallow like I'm 44, and Stacy's like 49, 49. She's had too much work done. It makes her look older. It's just hard. Yeah. Like sometimes that is what happens. It's so weird how like, is it the doctor? Is it the amount? Like, why does JLo look so good? Whoever JLo's person and whatever she's done is like, that is the ideal amount of it, I guess. Okay. Let's see. So then basically he's like, I'm testing and he's like I told the other woman I'm with like I'm like not into them and seeing what this is gonna do like or seeing how this is gonna like work out and she's like okay and slightly starts to cry again and we see the tide turn literally and on the bay they are on and or whatever the lake or the river they are in. I can't talk. And in her mind. Okay, so let's talk about Benjamin Nakini. Before though, already Trish, I saw JLo walk past me while I was at work, and damn, she was luminous skin. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever she does, what is it? Tell me what you do, JLo. Whatever she does is the correct amount, and I need it. I need to start it. Is what I'm saying. I'm at the definitely at the age where she started whatever. She's a little obviously older than me now, though she doesn't look it. She looks so good. Okay, so I am like very into Benjamin and Akini. I love them. They make me very happy. Both of them, although she does more, and together also happy. Okay, so the scene starts with Benjamin like en route to, you know, Kenya and Nairobi. And then we get to like jump in and see her life. And honey, it's just like her and her sisters live with her parents and like family culture, you know, like they're all working together. Sister comes over, they do her hair, their hairs together, you know, their English is perfect, you know, like I mean, I'm just saying that in the sense of like, yeah, like there's no subtitles, like we're just like watching these two girls just like in their adorable, sweet accents like I just love them so much, like talk about everything, like break that down, you know, like in a beautiful 90-day scene where we get the importance of the dad and like how he's like very intimidating and like he basically hates white people and like the brother has to be like on this guy's side and everything and that's so interesting and like they do each other's hair and then I keep saying they do each other's hair well, and then they go to like a little bazaar and she's going to get a present from Benjamin and she has like some other friend there. I forgot if this, I have to go back. I'm going to literally rewatch the episode and find out this girl's name. If you guys can tell me who is the girl that she goes to the market with in the red shirt. I love that girl. I love, well, I know, but okay, Wa says he doesn't hate white people. He doesn't trust the colonizers. I do makes yeah totally makes sense. I think I literally verbatim saying is what she said something like that. Okay, wait, what is the girl in the red shirt's name? I love this girl. She's like basically she always watched white movies. She like loves white people. I just like was really into it, like so Akini, like has never been to the like airport before and she's in the like car and she's nervous. She's so cute. She's like, I want to like pee and I want to like, she didn't say that. I want to cry and I want to like scream and I like want to laugh. I'm like so nervous and like, then she starts saying like really intelligent wisdom things, like wise things. Like there better be chemistry. I'm just going to be a tour guide till he goes back to his country. And I'm like, oh yeah, girl. Like, I hope there is chemistry for you. And then he gets off the plane, and then I'm like, he's getting off the plane. I'm like, oh my god, is she gonna find him attractive? Like, he's not attractive. He's not attractive actually at all. I think that he is attractive. He's not particularly my type. Sweetie. But you know what I'm saying? Like, God bless. And I'm just like, but he does have like a masculine type body and like a little bigger, a little husky, like I actually do like that kind of thing. And then they meet and they see each other and they hug and they kiss and they like each other and it's cute. You could tell. I loved it. Yee. Anyway, I was really, really, really into it. So we're gonna see what happens with the bride price, and we're gonna see what happens with the dad and the brother, and how he like. I am excited to see him in the village, walking around. I can't wait. That's good. Connie. Okay, saying Connie. Connie is her name. Thank you so much. And also, like, who was Connie to her? Was Connie like her cousin or something? God, Connie. Love you. Like, I hate to point out, like, physical things. This is not even a bad thing, but don't you think, don't you think he has, like, interesting teeth? Like, his two front teeth are a little interesting? Her childhood friend. Like, interesting. That's one thing. His hair is interesting. It's just so funny to when she, like, meets him and she's just like, "His hair he has long eyelashes," and like, "Oh my god, he's hairy." But the hair on top of his head is, like, like, you can feel different, it's soft, feels different from mine. His eyebrows are brown, almost blonde in some areas. Like, I wanna like her to keep going, like, yeah, like, his skin is pink in some areas, pink. Like, little red dots are gonna be everywhere sometimes. I'm just like, wanna, like, prepare her for what's gonna happen, is that bad? Um, 134 people in the room. Oh, 127 here now. I know she hasn't interacted with many white people. Wow, totally. It's just like so interesting to watch, and she's like also just like joyful about it. It's like this like curious joy, like this is new and different. Like it was really. I mean, she's so beautiful, and what a like perfect television fish out of water thing that we get to watch. It's just like, yeah, how crazy to come from a place where there are very little white people. Well, I thought about that too, like specifically in the airport when like you're seeing like the information booth and it has just like a dark skinned person on it and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, like it must be really awesome to like be in a world where like everyone is looks like you. That's what's happening. And there's no white people, just like with a whole different life. My God. I like when I went to Lebanon, I thought that I was going to feel more at home, but I didn't really because of how many guns there were on street corners. I felt out of place suddenly. Also, I don't speak Arabic, so I can't read. Anyway. Okay, do what did Julie West say? His tight shirts is interesting. Yeah. Okay, he needs a whole makeover, and I think that Akini is just the person to do it. And I feel really good about them, and I can't wait to see what happens. And again, it's like the perfect TV setup. Again, fish out of water. That's what you want. I don't know why she doesn't come across as genuine to me. Kind of feel like she sees this is a sacrifice for her family, not true love. I think I think that it's hard because these people are being interviewed like on a doc, and they're going to talk about what they think about Americans or and like or whatever, and like there's going to be this predominant like, oh, Americans are rich, Americans have this like money or whatever, and so in a funny way, I mean, not a funny way, we do like right. It's like the same as like I don't know Rebecca's life. I don't know like where she falls in like class and society, but let's just say like middle class. That's an easy guess. Yeah, like to spend $3,000 on tattoos on your arm. One of them, you have two arms, that's $6,000. These dudes are like, we could have started two shops, one baklava, one pistachio ice cream, whatever. I'm just like, I'm sorry to make jokes, but like, what I'm saying? It's just like a different world. Or like, yeah, we like, how would you like, why is that like this thing would make us money for the rest of our lives? Anyway, God bless. And it is a different thing, right? And she's like, I just spent it on my arms, which I get, by the way. I've spent so frivolously. If you think that I'm like talking shit about it, like you have no idea. Wa does. I'm a nightmare and I'm a compulsive shopper and I'm materialistic and I am a consumer in every horrible way. And I want everything that's new all the time. I have a rose gold smart can that is voice activated. Open can. You can't hear, but it just automatically opened. So having said that, I think that we catch a lot of like the foreign people saying things of what they expect about Americans and their friends and family being like, what Americans, and it's always just like rich people. So this is why I don't hold it against her in the way that like I think that she is after money for him. I think that she is just young and naive, and I think that she probably has little stars in her eyes about like a different whole new world and like things that she's seen in movies maybe and stuff like that, and so she just wants to experience it. um so I want to see what Mariah said. I'm so glad I'm from somewhere with tons of skin colors and I'm neither the default nor the other. Yeah, that's interesting. I think I am too. I mean, overall, I know I am, I guess, because I can't, I mean, yeah, in Lebanon, I didn't walk around thinking that everyone looked like me either. It was like, I guess some people do. Some people don't, like it wasn't like I was, I don't know. Um, we go to another state. I think of us as Californians having lots of money. So anyway, like, is this because this also reminds me? I'm gonna like. I feel like everything has played into that one. This also reminds me of Jennifer's scene with her friends. So this is the reason why I don't blame Bikini like for thinking that Americans have money or having that be like something exciting for her. What a different world, but I truly feel like she likes him. Like I feel like she's sexually attracted to him when she sees him. I feel like they've talked for a long time and she's opened up to him. Now, this is what's interesting and why if this was Wah was here. I need to know what Wah thought of her saying that she really didn't want to be a stepmom. Wah was like very much like, oh, in her culture, she like knows she has to step in and be a stepmom to this son. Like she gets it, she knows it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then, but it's interesting because she's very much is like, I would like just to be this kid's friend. And then we'll just like, I'm not gonna like be a stepmom though. Wah just says she was wrong. Okay. Okay. Bye, lovely quills. Going to bed. It's 2 a.m. in New York, but I'm glad I got live. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you so much, everyone that's here, but lovely, like, boobity boo. Sleep tight. Um, I'm definitely bad for Americans who get scammed and played. If you give money continuously to someone you never met or barely know, that's on you. It sucks, but that's on you. Hey, yeah, it's not right. It's not okay. It's not right and it's not okay. And we'll hope they'll make it anyway, but we'll see. Like, I don't know about Caesar. I wanted to go to Tim and Jennifer, though, and then we'll go to Caesar. So I admitted that when you first started talking about them. Pie and face to me. I was wrong, wrong, wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Why? I'm going to call you out. I just thought about you when they were doing that. I was like, oh my God, she does not know she has to be a stepmom. Walt told me that she did know that. I love you. Okay. So Tim and Jennifer. So this we got to see a lot of Jennifer. Tim's on the way. Same kind of thing. Tim's en route. Jennifer's there. We get to like see her first shots, honey, as Jennifer is working out. She is sweaty. She's hot. She's like working those like ropes, honey. She is like tight in her like capris. I love it. I'm like, oh, this is my new like fit in spell. I like for some reason, and I'm totally okay with it. 90 Day Fiance loves to give me women that like low key become like fit in spell for me. Like, have you guys? And Fiza's basically a female Arnold Schwarzenegger now. Arnold Schwarzenegger. She's like very fit. Paula, I actually haven't looked at her Instagram in a second. I know that she's already given birth. I'm sure she's back in shape now. Anyway, so Jennifer works out, honey, all the time. So yeah, she has a 1.5-year-old daughter. She was married. He was a bad dad. She got out of that sedge. Her parents or her brothers are like fighters. She kind of grew up being like a little princess. She's hot, hot, hot. And she like lays out with her friends and her friends are skeptical. One dude is like, reminds me of that one rapper, Ted Kanashi. No, God, I'm really help me if you don't. I don't want knows it either, but it's like the guy that's like TE9K. I don't know. The kids, these goddamn rappers. I'm so old now. The kids with these rappers and their names, honey, and they have like numbers in their names, the middle of the words, like how Arab sometimes, okay, like in Arabic sometimes it's translated. If you ever see Arabic translated, the transliteration when they write Arabic from not the language into our alphabet, they put letters and numbers and words. You'll see 3s, 6s, and 7s. And I'm like, what is that? I don't know how to read it. The same thing with this dude's name. Anyway, that dude. That dude and this guy look similar. I said this guy, Jennifer's friend, who's sitting on the side of her, also decided to get a star face tattoo. And Mamacita on the side of her looks like her aunt. you know. So anyway, they're talking and they're like, he's got to respect you. Now this is where it gets shady because that aunt, who's just like her friend, is like, let me see a picture of him. And Jennifer's like, this is his car. It's divine. Like, that doesn't look like him. I mean, I get it. I'd show a picture of the car too before Tim. Ooh, what a burn. I'm a bitch. He looked like extension. Oh, I got him wrong. Okay, I'm bad. So then, like, she shows off the car, and then she shows him Veronica, and is like, this is his, like, whore ex-girlfriend who threw him a party. Look at this whore shirt. You only wear this shirt when you're trying to seduce someone, which is true, which is very true. And then, like, they agree that he has to respect her. But this conversation is very much like, look how much money he has. He'll often be like a rich American now. Bye, Aunt whatever, and bye, extension with the face tattoo wannabe. So anyway, she gets in the car to go to the airport with her daughter, and daughter's fast asleep. And he is like, Tim gets off the airplane. He's nervous. He like, it's a big ass teddy bear, like one of the free ones you get from like Dave and Buster's, honey. And he's like, I just gotta make that little girl laugh, like that's my end. So they get off the plane, and like Jennifer's really warm and sweet, like. I noticed that because I felt like she did such a good job of making him feel like she was into the way that he looked, because he also was insecure about that. But he gives the teddy bear to Violetta. If I messed up the names earlier, I'm sorry. Violetta, like at first a little skeptical, then she likes the bear, and then she laughs at him, and like he won that girl over. But then they get in the car, and okay. See, Violetta has her car seat in like one whole side of the car. And then Jennifer is now sitting bitch, and then he's sitting like squished in the corner, and he's already a small man and he's squished. And so then it becomes this thing where he can't quite look at Jennifer because he can't turn his head. And she's like, I'm so hot. How are you not literally staring at me? I'm so hot. I know you don't get to see like hotness all the time. I've seen the ex-girlfriend. So how are you not staring at me? And he's like, I can't. It's such a weird, awkward thing. And then it brings up this thing where she's like, Latin men are different. And yeah, I feel you. Not just Latin men, like there's men that are just, a little more, that wouldn't be able to take their eyes off of you, especially a girl that look like that, especially like your fiance that you just seen for the first time. Like, I'm surprised that his whole body isn't against the door just to be like, she's so hot, She likes an alpha male, LOL. She calls him a pussy. I'm so glad you guys said that, because we need to talk about that. I cannot believe, and yes, I can, and I'm so excited for the preview of her calling him a pussy, because he is. And I feel like I specifically like need her to like go tell it on a mountain. And I'm going to listen to me right now. I know I am. Record it and put it on Instagram. Tag it as much as possible, trying to get any man I can to see it. He is a pussy. She calls him out. And it seems to be a very glorious moment that I can't wait to enjoy in the future. Is Waz still here? Okay. She calls him a pussy on Chris. Come on, you're way prettier than her. Ah! Oh. I mean, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Waz is still here. Brenda, which why was Veronica running his life for so long? She also Jennifer brings up a great point. So after this like in this awkward car ride where he's not staring at her, he then out of nowhere is like, oh, Veronica called me just to make sure I landed safe. Well, it's because she dropped me off. Just information that he should have just not given. It didn't even have to start giving, but he started the conversation about Veronica she's not happy. And she brings up a valid point, which is what person besides your mother or your wife asks you those types of questions? How are you feeling? Did you get in safe? Those are those types of questions. Like my mom and my dad are divorced. Okay. They got divorced when I was 6, and my dad is my, like, biological dad, and he, like, raised me financially. And why I'm bringing this up is because when my father travels, there was never a time where my father is traveling and my mother called him upon his landing to be like, "Are you okay, Mike?" She would do that if she knew that him and I were traveling together and either I didn't answer my phone or whatever, I didn't text or I wasn't texting her back. Then she'd call and be like, "Are you guys okay?" But like my own biological mother wouldn't tell my like wouldn't, like they're exes and they were married. Is what I'm saying. Would never call my dad and be like, "Are you in safe, Mike? Because you're the father of my daughter, and so I need to know." Or whatever. I know maybe you can say, yeah, but they're not best friends. Okay. But still, it's like you have to know as if you're someone's best friend that what you're doing, your behavior is in fact unhealthy for them. If that is your friend, if you care so much about that person as now your friend, I don't know. Tim likes a mannish looking women. Um, he loves to hang himself. Exactly. What do you think his big secret is? He's gonna come out. Yeah, what is it? Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. He has overly manicured eyebrows, and obviously also in the scene we see very manicured hands with like gloss. Like I wouldn't like. Is he not a drag queen? But is he a transvestite? Not a transgender. Not a drag queen. But is he a man that likes to dress in women's clothes? Law says that it would make sense for her to ask if he was okay when he landed. But that really isn't her place because the truth is that is the place of a mother or a wife or a child. And if you like, I mean, he's going to have to draw the line. And this is what we're going to like see is like whether he can draw the line, which no, he can't because as we know, he is a pussy. He is in fact a pussy. He won't be able to draw a line. When he's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to like be hot enough to handle Jennifer. I think that he knows intrinsically that he doesn't have the like balls. I think the secret is in his relationship with Veronica. So is it that, yeah, like, okay, the secret is about the relationship with Veronica. That they still sleep together, that they have this joint bank account, right? One of those. They still sleep together or have a joint bank account. What would be like really upsetting? Both would be upsetting to me. Chris, I'm so happy to be awake to catch your live. It's after 2 a.m. here in Florida. Ah, my nails never look that shiny. His head looks like the photoshopped his head on a woman's body. Jennifer is a gold digger. I can see that. I died when he said he wishes he could be intimate with Jennifer, but she scared him. Yeah, they're sleeping together. Yeah, it's like one of those. Joint bank account or they're sleeping together, or it has to be. Okay, so I think that my last person, Caesar. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, I think Caesar's my last, right? I did them all. Okay, you guys tell me if I'm wrong. Caesar. Now this is almost unwatchable and untalkable, and I think that Wall's gonna like agree with me, which is let's get to something. You cannot do this to us anymore. This is enough of this. You You cannot string us along with what the hell's going to happen to him, and it's all horrible, and we never get anything, and he just has awkward conversations with the producers on camera that you leave in. It's a nightmare to watch. It's like nails on a chalkboard. It's like, I mean, you know what it is? It's like, you guys watch The Comeback? Lisa Kudrow's The Comeback on HBO. Top 5 best shows ever on any sort of entertainment streaming device, television, whatever. Revolutionized comedic television, the genre of docuseries. I mean, docudramas or docu-comedies in the sense of like Parks and Rec and like The Office and stuff like that. How good this show was is unbelievable. But one thing that they did really well is the specific awkward comedy where you're watching Lisa Kudrow's character, who of course is fake, but she's doing it so well. It's like Caesar or something like that. Like whatever. You're watching Lisa Kudrow's like actor character be like humiliated over and over again. But she keeps hoping through the promise of fame and fortune. What once was hers dangles in front of her in the horizon, a small pin drop of light, and she hungers for that and still strives on. And you have to watch this person be like, again, embarrassed over and over again, humiliated, get lost, and pie in her face after pie in her face. But it's hilarious, right? It's for some reason hilarious, and of where they go and how horrible it is. You're just like, oh. It's so good, right? It's the best. Except if there was no funniness, because it's real. Okay? There's no fun. And so if it's not funny, because you just have to keep watching someone lose over and over again and not know that he should throw in the cards because of the promise of love is in the distance. It's actually really hard to watch, and I hate it. I've never heard you talk about The Comeback like that. Should I watch it? Well, yes. Why was he so late to baggage claim? I almost thought this part was fake. So Caesar comes out of, by the way, he just takes a plane to Cancun. We've watched like people like go to Kenya, and like Cancun from where he lives in the South is like, what is it, like 5 hours? It's like Hawaii, I guess. It's like it has to be like one flight. I don't even think he had to get off a flight. So, because it's a major city, it's not the major, So in my mind, it's like, okay, so he goes to Cancun. He just walks to some baggage claim, which has nothing on the marquee, like no number, like no flight number. It looks like it's been off for years. Looks like the whole baggage claim hasn't had a single suitcase in like at least 2 months. Like for some reason, he's just like, well, my bag isn't here. Where's everyone else that was on the plane? Where's all their luggage? Where were you? Would you just like go to the bathroom after you got off the plane for 2 hours and came back out to get your luggage and then like everything was shut down? And it makes me feel like, is everything fake? Are they making this fake? This already horrible situation where he like isn't getting texted back from her and like just boards a plane and she's lied to him and she keeps putting this off. Like, this is too much. And now he's not gonna get his luggage on top of all of this? Come on. And she's not texting him back. I mean, it's just, I don't like it. I just don't like it. We got to get her. We got to see her. It's too much now. We just get to see her. Yeah, it was like he took 5 hours in customs on a solo round. I mean, like, maybe, I don't know if it's different right now, but I've been to Cancun. I've been to Cabo. Customs does not take a long time. Caesar will be eating the candy panties. Just like, or wearing them, honey. He doesn't have fresh underwear. Hello, all. Hello, Ren. When Mom and I flew to Cancun from Detroit Metro, we had to change planes in Chicago. Okay, I wonder that you're a little north, though. I wonder if that's the reason why. Maybe you're right. Maybe he did have to make a switch. Like maybe he had it, but like if he did, he's from Jacksonville, South Carolina. I think I said it wrong once. I think I said North Carolina once. Whatever. It's either North Carolina or South Carolina. I'm so sorry if I get it wrong. But either one, in my mind, Maybe if he does have a layover, it's in Atlanta or it's in Miami, right? And like from where he is, both of those are like an hour to an hour, 20 minutes max. So it's like, I don't know. My whole point of it isn't like I don't know. It's not that long of a journey where he shouldn't get to baggage claim in a reasonable amount of time and get his luggage. That's my point. Yeah. I feel like we'll never actually see her, Brenda. I mean, I mean, it's just too much of a, you know, addictees. It's too much. Like it's just too much. At this point, I'm like lost interest. You can't string me along forever. I'll let go. Does anyone know if Omar and Avery are still together? True fiction. I have not looked up the status of any of the couples to the point where I'm in my mind. I'm like, obviously, Tom and Darcy can't be together. They seem like they hate each other in the confessionals. During the confessionals of this episode, after Darcy hit him in the nose and he had the bloody nose, in the confessional, she was like, "Well, I didn't see a mark on your nose." You're telling me I hit you in the nose. This is the same Christian Louboutin who threw her shoes that I had to contend with last season. I didn't do anything until you can prove it. Where's the mark? I wonder if the producers are trying to play us and throw in a real plot twist she doesn't show and his storyline is over. Tay Burns, I mean, if it is that, then it's like, then this is just divulged into catfish. I mean, that's like upsetting to me. If that is the case, then this is like, where's Neve? You guys, if this is true, there's 216 people and 68 likes. If you wouldn't mind, just because it's like low key, just this weird small free thing you can do that would help me immensely, which would be like, could you like this video? Could you thumbs up this video, if you will? Just would you mind like maybe even exiting out and liking it just so that I get like, I don't even know what I get. It's not money. It's like, it's just YouTube clout if I ever become anything in my life on this streaming platform. Know that you helped by liking it or disliking it. I don't know if you can dislike it. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much. The videos are generic and she's not live video chatting. And you guys talking about this feels very much like a catfish episode. Yeah, absolutely. Jesse, you're right. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. I love you guys. So yeah, I do think that Darcy and Tom are not together anymore. That is like my overall feeling. He feels like he is about to throw her out of that in the river then, and she like I think she's moved on. If I was to guess, I would guess that Avery and Omar are still together. I would guess that Rebecca and Zayed are not. I would guess that Caesar and Maria are not. I would guess that Akini and Benjamin are. And I would guess that Tim and Jennifer aren't. Did I do them all? They have a joined Instagram. Oh, here is the tea. Knew you guys would come through. Mirandala, Avery and Omar seem to be still together. They have a joined Instagram account and she wants to open an online shop with Muslim fashion. Oh, or stuff. Hey there, Wa. Have you gone on your trip as yet? SA? The girl about to move to. Is that Christopher? Is that how you're spelling Syria? Sierra is going to be part of ISIS? Come on, boo. Sierra is how you decided to spell that, boo? Oh, and Angela. Oh my God, there was no Angela. Oh my God, I did it again. There was no Angela. I just realized. I cannot believe, as much as I love Angela, that I love this season so much that a whole episode went by with no Angela, and I still didn't know it. That's how strong this season is, and that's how much they know it. Wow. Did you guys know that? Is this a blanket or a poncho? A little from column A, a little from column B. It's a blanket snuggie with arms. Wa knows this one well. There's gonna be a fight next episode with Michael. I can't wait. Avery is a little extra, but I love her, and I feel like they actually like each other. I'm going to Central America. Well, what if? Listen, Wa's going to find her man. Wa's going to be the next Chantal, and then it'll be Family Day Wa. Family Day Wa. Family Day Wa. Wa. You go there, you find him. You find your Pedro. Your hot ass Pedro. Oh, and he's like hot mask and just like a little jealous, a little passionate. Like not in a bad way, like you just know that like you can't get too close to any guy because he can't have that for him. He gonna be upset. Not in the way Zaya gets upset, in like a sexy way, because he won't hit anyone, but he'll like hold your waist tighter, and he'll just be like, "Mamacita es mío." Family Day Wa. You guys are here for it. That melanated honey, you guys are in for it. And right now, I'm calling it, and that's what's happened from my lips to God's ears. I'm actually magical. And I can will things into existence. From my mind, I can make things manifest. And I want Wa to have some sort of romantic fling. I don't know how long it's going to last. When Wa goes, she's going to have fun. Also, she has the bathing suits for it. Wa has bathing suits right now that are so hot that it's like, you're going to come back pregnant. Creator and EP, Chris Farah. Jesse Lee, thank you. Mostly because I want the money. I'm not having the money. I'm not enjoying watching Scissor at all, Beth. No, I hate it. Just call me Wa. Wa, don't drink the alcohol. 26 people have died from tainted alcohol in Costa Rica. Better BYOB. Marcy, very, very smart. Wa actually doesn't drink, but yeah. She can't wear those suits in front of the family. You're going to have to go to some beaches by yourself. You're going to have to cover up, honey. And then when they're not looking, she like, Wow, I love you so much. That's what Lucy said. Vlog the whole way, Wa. We would say 90 Day Who. Oh my God, Wa. Do you hear these people? You give them what they want, Wa. They aren't even packed. They aren't even going to be packed, I think is what she was going to say. Finally caught alive. Thanks to my dogs for having to pee. My God, Esmeralda. Thank you, Pooches. Thank you guys for taking mommy out for a little pee-pee. And then she realized that she got to take her phone. And then look who's there. It's me. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Wa to be like the new face of 90 Day. She already said that she wants this. What better person than Wa? Like Wa knows what's happening. But then listen, do I want Wa to have to sponsor someone for 10 years and have her name on the line for some like, no, I don't. I really don't. Wa would probably find a new international boyfriend and get married before Nicole and Azan at this point. Well, yeah, anyone could get married. I'm going to get married before Nicole and Azan. I have no idea if I'm going to get married. Well, to see, Anyway, all right, you all. I have had so much fun. Well, when you put it like that, I don't want that either. Yeah, well, I mean, that's not your life, honey. You got to find someone who's going to support you, who's going to sponsor you. You need a sponsor. You can't be someone's sponsor. Chloe. Wa on 90 Day, Chris on Married at First Sight, honey. Just like throw me on that show, honey. I can't imagine just like blink, blink. I do. And then just like, are we gonna bone now? Oh, my name is Chris with CH. Some of the couples need to switch over to marriage boot camp. That's absolutely true, and I'm sure they will. If marriage boot camp was smart, they'd be getting these 90-day couples on the stat and love after lockup if the people are out of lockup. Wall would probably find a new artist. I said already. Let me put the oh. How about that guy responding to Zide? Since when have I been your friend? I died. I know. That was so weird. That just felt staged. It felt staged down to like the other like Muslim people or like the woman in the hijab, like in the place, like looking at them. Because in my mind, I'm like, you would have had to have them sign a release form. I think. Would you? Maybe not. I think you would though. They got like reaction shots of people like in a very small, what looked like just room of a restaurant. It felt fake. And the way that she took off her jacket, like, what? I can't be a good woman? Does this not make me a good woman now? Like, that she takes off, I keep taking this off for like dramatic effect. But that's the part that just seemed fake to me. Like, also, she got that mad over this. He said, in his culture, when they see a woman in a black lingerie shirt, it makes them think that you're not a good woman. So I'm not a good woman now, is what she says. And it's like, no, that's not what he said. He's literally trying to spell it out for you like a kindergartner, why he can't, why he feels uncomfortable with you being in a lingerie sleeveless top. He doesn't get why he has to explain it because he feels like you should know it, but he is. People will think you are bad. People. So I'm bad now? No, bitch. I'm not saying you're bad. I'm saying oh my God, is what is happening. But then she's like, what? So now I'm bad? So now I'm bad? He takes off her like jacket and then like some dude who's sitting so close just happens to be like, what? I was just looking at her tattoos. What? Just like starts this fight. And he has such an interest. The guy that like is looking at the tattoos, by the way, is looking at the tattoos. The best part of it is that like it really doesn't look like that guy was like, "Ooh." It really much looks like that guy was just like, oh, woman with tattoos. I never see that. I never get to see a whole sleeve on woman or nor skin. It's interesting, man. Like it seemed like he wasn't even like sexually looking at it. It just seemed like he just was taken aback. So for Zayed to be like so upset, and the guy that was looking looked like a little like the Arab version of a Charles Dickens character. You know what I'm saying? See, okay, Brenda said, look, he was looking at boobs to her. I had to look back. I'm gonna watch this episode and see because to me it just looked like he was like, oh, whole sleeve. All right, I wouldn't do it. It was painful, but okay. $3,000 a sleeve. $6,000 total. Unless her legs are completely covered, honey, that's more money. He was looking at the tattoos, not her, you can tell. Oh my God, this is national news level. She should know better. She knows what it's like in that part of the world. If you can't live peacefully there, don't go. She'd done that rodeo before. What she forgot, she was taking out her anger as her ex out of. Yes, she's crazy. She seems crazy this episode. And I hate saying that because he's nuts and he's ugly and she's cute and I love her figure. I just love her butt so much. I love her hips. She's like so cute. And it just makes me upset that she's like so insane in this moment. No, don't wear that shirt. Know when you're going to a place how they dress there and the customs and traditions. To be respectful because you are a guest in a country that is not yours. It's not about how you feel all the time. It's about how you make other people feel. Well, I was like, you think he is so ugly. I do think he's so ugly. I think he's gross. I just think I hate his stupid face. I even like because it's like he's either like greasy or like greasy and chubby, and I don't get how he's like 26 or 20. He's supposed to be only 26. He looks like he's 47, and that's her age. He looks like he's 52. No, I have no idea. He looks like he's old. He looks older. He looks always greasy. His hair is disgusting. He wears like tight ass shirts like that. Then show off maybe like a little bit of a unfit physique, which I wouldn't necessarily care about because I like a husky man, but don't wear tight ass shirts. So I can. Okay. So, and I also just feel like, yeah, his like whole like, oh baby, I love you so much. It's just over the top. Everyone. So it's like sexy selfies, the voice, it's over the top. All of it is intense, intensely intense for me. I don't know how to take it. The way he talks, I mean, all of it. He looks like pigs in a blanket, greasy and busted, shaped like a penguin. I mean, God bless. Very judgmental for someone dealing with what you're dealing with. You know, I don't know. I'm very judgy. Am I being judgy right now? Probably. I don't know. How do I talk about the show without being judgy? How do I talk about the show without like not being mean? I don't know if she's here, but one lady got mad at me when I got mad at Avery's mom for making or like wanting her to suddenly wear her wedding dress, maybe 2 episodes ago. I was like, that's crazy. And then this lady got mad at me about that. I was like, you millennials don't like traditions anymore and laugh and scoff at traditions. And I was like, how did you take that from that? Okay. But right now I'm just being mean. So, I mean, yeah. Sometimes you offend people when, you know, you have no need to. And sometimes you offend people because you definitely offend. Anyone can, I mean, I just. But how do you people yeah, so I don't know, it's a weird thing. I don't really mean to body shame anyone, but I do mean to fashion shame. Can that be the difference? Maybe I'll do that. Again, I like a husky man, so I don't mean to body shame him. It's more like don't wear shirts that don't fit you. It'd be so much more flattering if they did. Shirts that fit. Have a little more roomier fit in your shirt. I don't need to see every outline. Okay. I love you all. Maybe I will end on some positive things I like about people on this show. Darcy cried twice this episode. Her eyelashes remained on. They were fake. They were fresh eyelashes. Okay. Avery had less makeup on in the eating scene. She's still absolutely beautiful. I love her face so much. And Avery's mom is super, super pretty. And I feel like Omar must have sat across from dinner being like, oh, my wife, and look what she's going to look like when she's older. Oh, so cute too. Such pretty faces I get to look at all the time. This one drinking a Long Island iced tea, so I can't quite look at that one. But this one, my wife. Also, I want to be back in Beirut. That looked so much fun. Also, I want the hummus and tabbouleh that was going to be ordered for them. That I'm sure it was so good. Um, Again, of Jennifer, I like Jennifer. Looks like she like works out a lot, and I low key want to look at her Instagram and like see what her Instagram fitness journey looks like. Um, Violetta is cute, super cute. She does have beautiful eyes. Tim said it. He was right. Um, God. And I love Bikini. I love her. I love her voice. I love her face. I love her sister. I love her friend Colleen. And this episode made me really love Benjamin. Because then I was like, that I love them both together. And I was like, oh my God, they're cute together. It's so funny that they saved them as a couple because sometimes when they save couples, you're like, are they a bad couple? They're kind of boring. Is that what's going to happen? And maybe they are kind of boring because maybe like nothing happens, everything turns out well, and the bride price comes down. That's fine. I'm not quite sure, but like from right now, because it's still like, oh my God, two different, it's like Romeo and Juliet from two different worlds, like coming together. I'm just like, I gotta watch it all. I can't to wait to watch like, everyone just like staring at him when he's like walking around. Like that was like the best part of like seeing Angela when she was in Nigeria, watching like everyone look at Angela, look at all the Nigerians like. My insomnia actually brought me something good. Chris, Bella Bella. As long as Avery will stay with Omar, she will grow into a nice Muslim woman when he introduces her to the Muslim sisters, show her the ropes. Yeah, the only thing is like we don't get to see his family. I want to see his Muslim sisters. I think Caesar's going to be stood up again. I feel so bad for him. Yeah, I do think so too. Darcy's full of drama. I don't feel bad for Caesar. I don't know how he can make himself believe he can get a girl like Maria. I mean, the only like possible explanation about him is that he's like a little simple. I ran out of my legal night, so I can't sleep. Your legal night? What's your legal night? Your like night pills? Legal night aids? Oh, weed. Oh, Carla cooking vegan. You need some indica. Television taught people to care about other people's relationships when, in fact, it has no meaning impact on their lives. Basically, trick people into wasting valuable thought time. Okay, well, Alex, then why are you here, honey? If you don't watch this show, and you're just like in this room listening to us talk about it, you're wasting so much time. Listen, I'm here for you, Alex. You called me out about being mean. I responded to you. But now I'm going to call you out. What the hell are you doing here? Then you're wasting your time. I took my indica tincture, not kicking yet. Aw, baby boo. Alex, I know, but now you're just getting on a soapbox. You're just throwing stones in glass homes. Come back down. We're all human. Okay, Alex? What is a everyone now is talking about 420. You know what? I actually had never done like a CBD tincture. I think I'm going to try like a CBD tincture at some point. Anyway, what else? Okay, so other than that, I'm so excited to see what happens. The next like preview of like the seasons looks so good. Oh my god, when Maria calls him a pussy again, I cannot wait for that. Can't wait for more Angela and Michael. It all looks so good. Just can't wait for Benjamin to like meet the fam. What's the bride price? Like yeah, I just can't wait. It's gonna be good. I'm all about it. I really appreciate you guys being here in the room with me and taking time out of your night. I know it's late in many places. It just like I get it. Thank you so much for like staying up. I can't believe it. 234 people in this room. I appreciate it so much. If you've taken a moment to like this video, thank you. It means a lot. It really helps me because it like helps my algorithm. So like YouTube thinks that like I make quality content, and then will put me in other people's feeds and things like that. And if you haven't yet subscribed, if you've just joined this room, I will do a completely edited recap of this episode we just watched. Not an edited version, not like me editing this live. I mean, like I will like put makeup on, I'm gonna like do a full face for you, and not a Darcy Lash, honey, but I will do like a full funny recap for you, and that'll be up in the next couple of days. I can't believe it's like Labor Day. I can't believe it's the end of summer. Makes me sad. Makes me sad. I love you guys are just going to chat about the weed and everything in here. Sure. Insomniac. All insomniac. I can't talk. I'm an insomniac. Insomniac pot smokers. Well, God bless. Anyway. So thank you so much for taking time out of your life, for being here, for watching this dumbass, but the best show on television. I appreciate your thoughts, your comments. Thanks for liking. Thanks for being here. Subscribe to me if you haven't. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Chris L. Farah. The L is for like it or not, I'm going to be me, honey. Like it or not, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me. So, Specifically, Wa has been here for an hour and a half, just doing the Lord's work moderating. So thank you so much to Wa, and obviously go on her channel. She's the greatest. I love you so much, you guys. Thank you. You're the best. Chris L. Farah, Twitter, Instagram. Just call me Wa here on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Join my Facebook group. You know, it's poppin' and lit. Go to Facebook and search Vanity Farah. Do it tonight. I'll add you right away. A lot of these people are there gonna be talking. I love you guys so much. Again, you know, take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art. All right, Vanity Farah at Chris L. Farah. Happy Boo, Labor Day. Watch for my edited recap. Bye.